Hey y'all, welcome to Dots and Beyond. I'm Beth. Today we're going to do a plan with me to wrap up April, which is wild. Let's go ahead and get started. I honestly can't believe we are at the end of April, but we're at the end of April and we're going to do a plan with me. I'm going to pull this one back a little bit and not use my header stickers, and I'm not going to use any washi tape. I might end up sticking some at the bottom, but I really want to get this in here and get it done. I'm also going to, in addition to my own planner kit stickers or printables, which you can download from my Patreon. You don't have to be a patron. The link is down in the description box. I'm also going to use some gold planner stickers, and I know those reflect off of the lights, but I'm going to use some of these as well for my weather and some other things. I've also switched out. I've been using this Zig Clean Color dot marker in this turquoisey color. What's the actual color? Pale turquoise. But it is very, very, very pale. And so I am going to use this one from Shuttle Art that has a little bit darker of a dot. It also has this other thin line side. I'm going to use that as well. I'm going to grab my sandy color that I've been using all month as one of my accent colors. And I'm just going to kind of do a little circle around each one of my dates here, just to give them a little more interest, since I'm not putting the headers over top of them. Then on Tuesday, is it Tuesday? Yeah, it is Tuesday. We have a full moon. To indicate that, I'm just going to use this gold dot marker. I'm just going to put it right there and right in full moon. We're just doing things differently this week. I'm even going to move this down to the bottom of my page, this horoscopy thing that I put in here from CoStar. I have a big week. It starts off a little bit quiet, but at the moment, things are up in the air. So if you watched my plan with me last week, you would have known that yesterday was my youngest's birthday. He came into town and we went to get some ramen and do some other things. And before we all knew it, Kenny, my oldest, who's been here on the channel and for whom I make a custom bullet journal, was suddenly violently sick. He is in the house with me because I wouldn't let him drive home last night, and I'm waiting to see if, I think maybe it was food poisoning, but we've already tested him once for COVID because he was running a fever. My workplace won't let me anywhere near work if I have had a COVID exposure. I have an event this week, so if I've had a COVID exposure, somebody else is gonna have to jump in and do some work because it's just gonna be interesting for sure. All right, I have moved the mic 3 or 5 times now already in just the short span that we have been talking. For some reason, I can't get it in the right spot for me. It's fine. Okay, so I've done a little turquoise line on what my working hours are for the week. We're just gonna leave that there. I'm going to use the turquoise dot for my regular meetings, and I'm going to use a gold dot for events. So let's go ahead and get those put in for the week. Let's see, what do I have? I have a 2 o'clock meeting on Monday. Is that a meeting? That is a meeting. I have a 9 o'clock on Wednesday, but I have another event on Wednesday, and somebody might have to fill in on my 9 o'clock for me. There are our meetings. I might have a planner sticker that says meeting. Let's look. I want to use the work stickers. I'm going to grab some tweezers. Right. We got the tweezers. Well, I might be worse with the tweezers. I do have the stabby ones also that make it look like you're going to kill a person. Maybe I should use those. Oh my God, I should have just done the washi tape. Like, Beth, look at it's hysterical. Okay. Tweezers 2.0. Let's see if these work any better. It's hysterical. You know, now that I've got a couple of them down, I feel like I gotta stick it out. I'm not gonna indicate whether I'm working from home, remote, or whether I'm working in the office, just because, like I said, we tested him once for COVID, but if we have to test him again and he comes out positive, then, you know, it'll be a whole situation. All right, I am just gonna write meat next to these, and then let's fill in other things for sure. Wednesday at 11 a.m., I have a ribbon cutting for a new facility. Thursday at 8:30 a.m., our CEO has a bi-monthly breakfast that he does with employees. So I gotta have that ready to go. And then it's not my event. I need to attend it. On Friday, we have a divisional team building exercise, and we are doing like a culinary thing at like a culinary institute situation. Here we have ribbon cutting, and of course here I would need prep, and then I also need breakdown time, so we're just gonna do that, and that'll work just great for me. This we're just gonna put be fast for breakfast, and that doesn't typically take very long even for me to clean up afterwards. That is not a straight line, but that is okay. And then here, we're gonna put team building. This is actually gonna take me to the end of the day. I won't be in office after 10 a.m. or 10:30, somewhere there. I know that I don't have any time this afternoon here for any kind of project work. I know of another meeting that's probably also gonna land on Wednesday afternoon because people were shopping around that time frame on Friday afternoon, this past Friday. So really Monday and Tuesday, if I'm going to get projects done, this is where they're going to need to fall for the week. Okay, let's stick in some weather. Like I said, I'm going to use I think I'm going to use the stickers for the weather. Monday, sunshine, thank God, sunshine. Sunshiny on Tuesday as well. Y'all are gonna have to remind me to not try to get sing-songy with y'all because I cannot carry a tune. Sun cloud mix, that'll do. Sun cloud mix. There, Thursday. Rain and clouds. Let's just do this. We'll just use the rain cloud. Friday, stormy. We have a little stormy guy down here. I don't have one that's just clouds. Could cut off these raindrops. Do that. And I need another one. The same thing. Just snip those raindrops right off. That's not straight. Let's see if we can fix it. I don't know. It might come off. It might not. It's gonna come off. Okay. There we go. And since I have put in the gold stickers, I guess I'm gonna write in color just for something different. I'm just gonna put in the high and the low for the week. This is in Fahrenheit for all of y'all who use Celsius. I've said in previous Prime with me that we just jumped from winter straight into summer, and we've had much more spring-like weather. Like last night, it got down into the low 40s, and I had to turn the heater back on, which is just not something I like to do. It was just a little bit too chilly. And in the weekend, it's gonna go up into the 80s, which, you know, is par for course. By the time we get to May, it's typically in the 80s. There's our weather. We do have some rain. Like I said, it's going to be stormy this day. It's going to rain this day. Pretty sure. So I'm not going to put in like the percentage of chance of rain like I have been doing down here. I'm just not feeling it. I do want to mark in where I can possibly get in some lunch breaks. I'll get lunch here. It'll just be while I'm breaking down or whenever. This one's going to be a little weird. Probably take it at 11:30. And then this one, because we're doing a culinary thing, we're making our lunch. So lunch will take place at this event. I'm just going to go ahead and lunch will probably fall here for me on Wednesday. And I don't even think I'm going to write anything in. I know that those are lunches. Or I'll just put an L. Just put an L. Means take your lunch. Okay, Saturday. Typically on Saturday, I do some kind of to-do list. I'm not going to do that because I have a pretty big Saturday planned. Hopefully it all goes to plan. I may end up doing it by myself, but right now my cousin's planning to come along for part of it, and then my cousin and a friend are planning to come along for another part of it. Last year, I went on a book crawl for Independent Bookstore Day. Had a blast. Did a book crawl haul here on my channel to show y'all what I picked up. Well, Saturday the 27th is the second annual Rock Cities book crawl. And so my cousin and I are going to do that. My other friend might come along as well. I'm just going to put that book icon there. And then we are going to get some dinner. So I'm going to find another planner sticker. We'll use this cocktail glass if I can get it off. We'll get some dinner. And I'm going to use this sticker because I couldn't find a star. So we're just going to use this little planner sticker and put it right here. We are going to book crawl all afternoon. We're going to get some dinner. And then one of our local community theaters is currently putting on Rock of Ages. So we are going to go see Rock of Ages, and that's where my other friend might jump in and join us, which will be super, super fun. So Saturday is a day. Saturday is blocked. Nobody else can have Saturday. What else is going to happen on Saturday? Which means I also need to figure out where my content production is going to fall this week, because I do typically spend huge chunks of time on my weekends to do Dots and Beyond. That's just kind of where it falls. And that means I need some time down here for a Dots and Beyond schedule. This week, I'm not going to write in my meals. You can see it's already Sunday now. I'm filming on Sunday again, and I haven't written any of my meals for the back half of the week. We're gonna bust back out the sand color, and I'm just gonna put a line all the way here. And we're gonna try to do at least 3 things a day for Dots and Beyond. We'll see how it goes. I've got to get a May plan with me up. Not quite ready to get that up yet. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put another line to indicate that I don't need to overwhelm myself and keep myself to just those 3 things each day and don't let that list progress down any further. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this little breadbasket shopping icon and put it right here next to my book crawl. I'll use some gold dots, and this will be like a shopping list for the week, but I want these dots to coordinate, so I'm gonna start down here and go up. Because I do have my HelloFresh paused and I'm doing a little bit more shopping for myself. In terms of food, I am kind of on a buy ban while I work out some finances and things. I'm trying not to buy things that I don't need. That does not include things like this thing on Saturday. Whether I buy any books or not, but dinner and Rock of Ages, those tickets are only $30. That is time well spent with friends. That doesn't fall into the frivolous category for me. I think that's pretty much it, y'all. I know it's not a lot this week, or it doesn't seem like a lot. Bear in mind, I do have 3 events and a pretty big Saturday. So again, I'll block off some project time for myself. Still not quite sure where it's going to fit. Monday's going to have to be just a really buckle down and do some work kind of day. I am going to do some decorating on the page. We are going to use some of these stickers and get them in here. I'm going to use this quote. This one says, "Sometimes I feel there are doors lurking in the creases of every sentence, with periods for knobs and verbs for hinges." And I'm going to stick that one in the bottom right corner. And then what I cut out from my planner kit are the things that had bottles, kind of like, you know, the message in a bottle from the ocean situation. One of the first ones I designed was this funny little octopus guy holding this bottle, and I love him. And then I also cut out the palm leaves. So those are the ones that we're going to go ahead and stick in. Maybe not all of them, but we're going to stick in a few of them. All right, and then I left this gap down here for me to put in my co-star thing. I do need to see if I can get out this little stencil, and we will put that circle down here on the 11 o'clock hour. There we go. And then when I'm ready, I'll write in my co-star thing there. I might actually write it in this turquoisey color. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That's my plan with me. And sometimes you just gotta go, I'm not gonna call this minimal because we still have the colors and the stickers. I could have just done this in black pen, but that's the vibe that I'm feeling for the week, and that's just what it's gonna be. That's just what it's gonna be. All right, time to hop down again to my dailies. I've been struggling with my dailies, y'all. So here is list 16. I put journal, planner, pen. This was list your essentials, and I put water. There are other things I need to add to this list, like medications. I have to have my bipolar medication, but I have been on the struggle bus when it comes to my daily logs, and I need to get back into it because the longer I stay, quote, on the struggle bus, the more frustrated I start to feel with myself and the more disillusioned I get and the less I use my journal. Sometimes it's a cycle. Sometimes it just doesn't all go to plan. All right, list 17, 52 list project. Let me grab my book. Here we go. List 16 is our essentials. List 17. List the difficult moments in your past that have shaped you for the better. And to take action, it says go look in the mirror and read your list out loud. You have experienced situations that were out of your control and used your reactions to turn them into positive changes in your life. You are incredible. Well, I have plenty of these. It's inevitable when you live with mental illness, that you have plenty of difficult moments in your past. Not all of them shape you for the better. This is definitely going to be one of those lists that I might not share. We will see when it comes to next week. Let me go ahead and get this jotted in. I am going to put a turquoise line just underneath here, but I'm not going to put any bullet points or number anything 1, 2, 3 kind of situation, because I think I need to leave myself space on this one, because I don't think any of the things that would fall into this category can be summed up in 2 or 3 words that I know are going to fit on a single line. They might be like, one is 2 lines, one is 5 lines, one is 3 lines, one is 9 lines. I just don't know. So we are just going to go ahead and leave it just like that and not put anything else on that page, because that's a pretty hefty list idea. Could have a whole lot of difficult connotations to it. I had no idea my list was going to be that simple for the week. I did know that wrapping up April was going to be that simple for the week. I came into it today knowing that just needed to get it knocked out, get it put in here so that I knew what my week looked like at a glance. So there we go. Here is the plan with me for April 22nd through the 28th. We're getting ready for May. So if you want to know what the May $10,000 of January theme is going to be, make sure you are subscribed down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next one.